Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lakewood's entertainment podcast series. I'm your host, Keegan Cunningham, and in this episode, I'm joined by my co-host going forward.
Khristian.
And today we will be reviewing and discussing Kendrick Lamar's new album, GNX. Let's just jump right into this, Chris. What are your overall thoughts on the album? Did you enjoy it?
Definitely enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On the 1 to 10 scale on how much it was enjoyable was definitely at least a good 9.
Ooh,
Definitely a good 9.
Good
a
9.
good 9 or 8. I give it an 8. I give it an 8.
Mm,
Just because like some of those songs are like in rotation.
yeah.
These days right now.
I think I'd give it a strong 9, and I too enjoyed the album a lot. I felt like it was a lot more like, as you said to me before we started recording this, it's a lot more like laid back, and it's kind of more of like a victory lap of an album. Like he's not trying to prove anything; he's just kind of having fun with it.
Exactly. This is a victory rap album for sure.
I mean, there may be one small thing he's trying to prove, but we'll get to that in a moment. Another easy question, Chris: what's your favorite song off the album? And
Favorite song? That's actually not as easy as a question as you think. It's definitely between, I'd say, Gloria, Man and Garden, and yeah, mainly those two, and Hey Now.
Hey Now,
I love Hey Now.
Hey Now is so good.
But I definitely have to go Man and Garden. Man and Garden is so good.
Man and Garden is really good. I enjoy it quite a bit. If I had to choose one favorite off the album, it's kind of hard. I really love Squabble Up, Peekaboo, but I think I really like Waste Out Merrills, especially just because of how it's just such a good Kendrick crash out. It's like a general Kendrick crash out too. He's not targeting anyone in specific. He's just generally aggravated. But I think I'd have to say Hey Now just because he sounds so evil, and even the feature's really good.
It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think this album, GNX, stacks up against Kendrick's other albums like To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, and Mr. Morale?
I wouldn't say terribly, but I would say terribly. I feel like it's not more important than Section 80. So that's already the first album itself right there. Section 80, it's not more important than Section 80. Because Section 80 defines like Kendrick and how his style is going to go forward for the rest of his whole entire career. But I would say in terms of like bangers and things of that nature, it is I would give it slightly better than Section 80. So I'll put it over Section 80.
Yeah.
On the Dang album, okay, I love the Dang album.
Yeah, it's your personal favorite, right?
One of them. I'd say it's probably. Nah, I say Good Kid. Good Kid is my favorite personal album.
Oh yeah, Good Kid's great.
Dang is just, I would barely give it the edge over Dang. But songs like Element, the thing about Dang is it has the fun parts and it has so many meaningful parts.
Yeah.
It's hard to put it over Dang. I feel like this album lacks meaning.
I will say for like what we have, I think the album's amazing, although it's a lot shorter than a lot of Kendrick's other stuff, so it's just kind of naturally disadvantaged. Although for what we do have, it's really amazing. And like in terms of like being my personal favorite, I only like one other Kendrick album better than GNX, and that's To Pimp a Butterfly. But in terms of like being objective, Good Kid, Mad City's better. To Pimp a Butterfly is better. It's probably I like it better than The Damn, so I'd probably put it in third place.
I don't know. I definitely got third and fourth. It can't beat out them. And as well as
Mr. Morale?
To Pimp. Oh no, it beats out Mr. Morale.
Yeah,
I'll say that. Yeah, I forgot about Mr. Morale. It beats out Mr. Morale, but it's not beating down. It's not beating To Pimp, and it's not beating Good Kid.
objectively, those two are better, I think.
They're all classic albums.
Yeah. And they're full albums.
Yeah.
And I've heard some people theorizing that we might get like a second half, like the rest of this album. Like
probably a deluxe.
December. Yeah.
Probably a deluxe edition. Yeah.
So very much look forward to that.
Yeah.
And we'll be here to cover that when it happens.
Of course.
How do you think that this album will affect Kendrick's halftime show? Because before this album dropped, everyone kind of just thought he'd be recycling the Drake disses. But now that he's dropped it, we could be getting some new bangers too.
Yeah, I feel like he'll probably perform. Probably Squabble Up will make its way into that show.
Oh, yeah.
And what else would I would say? Oh, and TV Off is definitely.
Oh, yeah. TV
Off is definitely gonna skedaddle its way into that halftime show. But other than that, I don't expect him to play any more songs off that album. Not necessarily just because like those. To be fair, all those songs are top 5 like right now, top 5, at least in the top. Every single one of those songs, if I'm correct, is like
Yeah.
in the top 10 right now on Billboard Top 100. But I still would say they're not. He wouldn't give them as much play because I just feel like he is gonna give some shine to some of his older songs. I don't think I'd be surprised. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna surprise us and he's not gonna pull the all right card. Because I want to say, didn't he play
already
that?
did that.
Yeah, he already did all right.
Dr. Dre show.
So I don't think he's gonna pull the all right card, but I do think he'll pull some cards like
He's definitely doing Not Like Us.
Not Like Us is definitely gonna get a play. I think he'll probably do some songs off Good Kid. I would hope he did some songs off Good Kid.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that is his oldest, like, other than Section 80 album. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how that pans out because we could get some. It's gonna be a great show.
I've never looked forward to the Super Bowl so much, man.
No, like, what was the Dr. Dre one? Was that last year or year?
That was a couple years ago. I think that was like 2020.
Last year was Rihanna.
Yeah, the year before that it was Usher.
No, last year. Last year was Usher.
Yeah.
And Rihanna was the year before, and then the year before that. Yeah,
That was the Snoop Dre and all of them.
the Usher one was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. It was pretty much just like it was a very Vegas and Atlanta mixed show.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm so excited for Kendrick's halftime show because out of everyone who performed a couple years back with Dr. Dre, like you had 50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, all those people. I think that actually, even though at the time I didn't like Kendrick the best out of all of them, like I barely knew him at the time, I thought Kendrick did the best out of all those performers performing live. Like I thought he had the best segment.
It's a bunch of It was a great.
Oh yeah, it was
It
amazing.
was definitely a great performance. I'd say that. I'd say I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Definitely just gonna be interesting. That performance though. What I do have to say about that old school performance, it was a lot of them. So I felt like it wasn't enough time to shine for everybody. Like a lot, there was no vocal.
Yeah, I could have used a little more 50 Cent. I'm still kicking rocks over that.
Nah, my boy was struggling, hanging upside down. He was not looking like the 50 Cent that was in the club. That was not him.
That his tank top was screaming for life.
Crying, tears out of the TikTok.
Anyway, looping back around to Kendrick, I actually want to go on a quick little side tangent about a song that's not on the album, but one that released a couple months before and kind of preluded a lot of the album's themes, titled Watch the Party Die.
Ooh.
Yeah. A couple months ago, Kendrick dropped Watch the Party Die, and I feel like that this song was really like a warning for the album's like comment and topics. And Watch the Party Die's name is actually a direct reference and diss to Diddy, hence the name, Watch the Party Die. And there's actually a lyric in Waste Out Murals to support this, which is the first song off of GNX, by the way, with laughing about, and then after he says laughing about, there's like an awkward like censor, which he kind of does sometimes, but there's a censor, and if you put in Diddy there, it's like, well, all of y'all on trial. Because, Diddy's on trial. Everyone's making jokes about it, but everyone should be worried that they could be put in trial because, they all got blackmail on them.
To comment on that, yeah. Watch the Party Die was a very great song.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very eerie. And from somebody who enjoys doing the eerie tone himself in music, I definitely enjoyed that eerie sound that Watch the Party Die had.
Yeah.
It was very it was just like it did what it was supposed to, man. It was scary almost listening to Kendrick. I thought my boy was coming for me.
And GNX just further enforces that feeling because it's that same evil feeling that Meet the Grams had way back when during the Drake beef, where we hadn't really heard that like sinister side of Kendrick before. Then it came back with Watch the Party Die, and now it's in full effect with Waste Out Murals and Hey Now, where he literally sounds like a demon. But yeah, I'm all here for it. I love it.
It's cool. I mean, like I said, I would like to see him kind of move more into like enforcing that with more meaning. Okay, I'm not gonna say the getting mad at the industry bars are getting old, but I don't know.
I mean,
I want Kendrick.
He's only done it for like 3 songs so far.
3 too many. 3 too many. 4 songs too many. Not saying all that. Like, I don't know.
I feel like this all definitely started with the Drake beef. I feel like he's always been a little discontent, and like that really just lit a fire inside of him. And ever since then, it just hasn't stopped. And now he's just kind of generally crashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even saying that. I feel like Kendrick's whole like purpose right now. He knows he won.
Oh yeah, totally.
He knows he took a dub, but I feel like what he's doing is he's kind of putting on a lot of the West Coast natives.
Oh, definitely. The album is so West Coast.
Yeah, like it is a lot of people on the album that like many people like they aren't mainstream. They're just like known in that area, and this definitely gives them a chance to be like seen in front of like a lot of people. So I feel like that's his whole purpose with this whole album right now is just like putting on the people around him and pretty much in general just putting on the West Coast, like pretty much reinstating that West Coast is
I mean,
the best coast.
those are literally his lyrics in GNX.
Yeah,
Tell him Kendrick did it.
yeah, pretty much. GNX, oh that is another one I did forget. I love GNX.
Yeah.
GNX is one of my favorite songs of the album. I'd even put that. No, I put that one under Man and Garden actually in the hard part 6. I actually really enjoy it.
You love Man and Garden.
Yeah, I do though. It's so good because I feel like without Man and Garden, without the hard part 6, you do not have a real feeling in this album. Is the best way I can explain it. Like it just becomes like just a fun project.
I wouldn't say you don't have feeling. I would say you just don't have that same intimacy.
Yeah, there we go.
There's definitely feelings there with his general aggravation, among other
anger, but I mean, anger.
But there's no intimacy. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anger. Everybody's got anger.
Yeah.
I mean, well, obviously everybody has emotions in general, but like, I feel like I don't know. I listen to music for intimacy. For that.
Number one J. Cole fan over here, by the way.
Yeah, I listen to music to hear like the one melodies. I love melodies, but more than anything like that, I want to like feel something when I hear it. Like other than just like let's boogie, let's all just dance.
Oh yeah, that's totally fair too.
I enjoy like listening to something and like it's like I can feel that person talking to me. Like in Man and Garden, it feels like Kendrick's sitting up here just explaining to me, like he's in front of a court pleading his case.
Yeah.
Like even Man and Garden is an angry song in my opinion.
Really?
In my opinion. Yeah, it's an angry song. He's like, he starts off so, like the song starts off kind of slower and he's kind of talking. He's like telling you about why he deserves it, you know what I'm saying? And then if you hear it in the at the end of the song, like the rain rises and pretty much the whole environment, like, it's like it gets bigger as it zooms in, like I said, almost like a camera. I can see it zooming in on Kendrick as he starts getting upset. You can't take this away from me. Da, da, da. I deserve it all. He's getting upset. He's like, flip a coin. You want the famous me or the yeah.
I could totally see that actually. Yeah.
It's like he starts getting upset. Like imagine you're sitting at a table with somebody, or even just like from personal experience. Sometimes you're sitting there and you're talking and you're pleading your case, and you're like, hold on. Forget what everybody else is talking about. No, I'm going to plead my case. I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to tell you, this is how I'm feeling. Like, you start to get riled up. He gets riled up within himself. It's a genuine feeling. Like, I get goosebumps when hearing it. It's like, yeah, I understand this.
It's very, like, viscerally emotional.
Very.
Yeah.
And that's why I enjoy that song so much. Same with, like, Gloria is intimate for a different reason. Gloria is intimate just because, like, anybody who knows me, I'm a lover boy. So that song right there is just so. It's like I said, it adds a different style of intimacy. More on the love side. That I feel Luther was an attempt. That's all I can say about Luther. Luther was an attempt.
It was.
It wasn't a good one, but it was an attempt. In my opinion, at least, I just really dislike Luther.
Yeah.
Because I love that song. I love the original song, If This World Was Mine. So for him to just take that song, and it's crazy to say this, but I feel like he didn't put too much effort into that song.
Yeah.
It's lazy sampling, for one. It's already you started off with lazy sampling. And then it's just,
I mean, out of all the songs on the album, I enjoyed them all, but the two that I was kind of like iffy on, like I still liked them because they're good songs, but I probably won't be listening to them anytime soon. Is Luther, like you said, and Dodger Blue.
Yeah.
This is a little off topic, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of an unfair comparison because there's a very good chance we don't have the whole album yet. But lots of people are comparing GNX to Tyler the Creator's recent Chromacopia in terms of which one do they think is better. And what are your thoughts, Chris? Even though we don't have the full GNX album yet.
Chromacopia is it was a good album.
Oh yeah, great album, sure.
Great album.
And I usually don't even like rock with Tyler's albums like that hard, but I really rocked with Chromacopia. Not that he's bad; he's amazing, of course.
I really enjoy Chromacopia. I feel they are both, and this is a crazy take to have. I feel they are both overrated.
Oh, really?
Yes, I feel like the GNX album, as much as I enjoyed it, it was glazed off rip. Y'all ain't even listened to it twice. You got, you gotta let some stuff marinate. It wasn't even marinated. It was just dropped in the sauce and threw on the plate, and it was like, yes, this is heat. And sometimes it takes people quicker.
Yeah, people were just happy to have a new Kendrick album, I guess.
Yeah, but it was very short.
Oh yeah,
I'm not complaining. It was a great album. It's a great album.
Hey, I'd prefer quality over quantity any day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel Chromacopia is more intimate.
Oh, definitely. It definitely has that edge.
So I don't think they should
stay with the transition.
Not saying that they shouldn't, but it's hard to compare the two because one is a full-length, full project with intimacy and meaning behind each song.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And another one, like I said, is a victory lap. It's not, it seems like Kendrick's not really trying to compete. This is just for fun. Like, yeah, that's how I feel like.
It's a victory lap / crash out / slightly intimate.
It's just like I said, it's just a victory lap. Like,
yeah,
he's just running around having this fun. You know what I'm saying? He might put in some feelings here. This is a real feeling. This is this is how I feel there now. But you get songs like Hey Now, Squabble Up, Peekaboo, and and those songs and even GNX are like just normal tracks. Like they're just like he's just having fun, man. He's experimenting but having fun, man.
Beforehand I did write a part on why I thought GNX is better than Chromacopia, but after further reflection, this definitely isn't all of GNX, so it's just really not fair to compare the two. So let's just say they're both great in different ways because they are.
Yeah, I agree.
From 1 to 10, you already said this, but I think I forgot to say it. I would rate the album a strong 9 because I enjoyed essentially almost every track off of it, and there's at least 4 songs that are going to be in my top 5 Spotify songs for this month.
Yeah.
And you said you'd rate it a 9, right?
Yeah, 8 or 9, one of the two. I'd say because, like I said, it's not the full length. It's really good. I don't have much complaints other than the decimation
of Luther. Yeah.
Of Luther, as well as I'm not, like I said, not the biggest fan of Dodger Blue, not the biggest fan of Squabble Up. Not Squabble Up, my bad.
I was gonna say, hold up a minute.
I meant Peekaboo.
Okay, that's more reasonable.
The over and over. What they talking about, man. It's
iconic.
It's tough, but it's not always what I want to get.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not the biggest fan of saying the same thing over and over again for a hook. I've personally just never been.
Yeah,
but it's tough. The song itself is actually pretty good.
Any other final thoughts you'd like to give to people? Like maybe encourage them to check out the album if they haven't already.
Go check out Man in the Garden. Man in the Garden. Go check that out. And after you check out Man in the Garden, check out GNX.
Hey Now.
Check out Hey Now, and then check out Squabble Up
and TVI,
and then Kendrick. Yeah.
Must.
Nah, my boy was making a joke on the Kendrick. Drop another track, and my life is yours. Yeah, pretty much. My boy dropped the album, so come collect my soul when you get the chance, man. Yeah.
It's all yours.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you everybody for listening to our album discussion and review. We do highly encourage you to listen to the album if you haven't already. Even if you're not a big Kendrick fan, you'll most definitely at least like one song off of it. I've been your host, Keegan Cunningham, here with my co-host,
Khristian Miller.
and we'll see you guys next time where we're going to be reviewing and discussing season 2 of Arcane.
Yeah.
Yep, see you then.